Hello students and friends. Today we are going to discuss about a topic distance and displacement. So do you know that every day we are actually using both the terms used knowingly and unknowingly. Sometimes what is displacement we actually tell it distance, and what is distance we actually call it displacement. So these are actually two different terms according to physics and in day-to-day life as well. So let's start. Okay, so before going further, let's discuss what is the basic thing that is a distance. So distance means the length of the path covered between 2 points. As you can see, distance in common layman's term, we can say the length of the path covered between 2 points, where one point is the initial point and other point is a final point or the ending point. So the unit of distance is meter, kilometer, centimeter. It depends, but standard we are taking is as a meter. Now, when I say displacement, which means the smallest distance between 2 points is called displacement. Now, here is a difference. Someone will say both are actually a length. So how can they will be different? Just because displacement is the smallest distance, but still it is a distance only, right? No, there's a hidden meaning when we say the smallest distance between 2 points. Let's check out further. Now, see, when I say distance, so distance is actually a scalar quantity, which means it has only magnitude and no direction. So distance can be anything. You go from one place to another place, it's a distance. But when I say displacement, it's a vector quantity because it has both magnitude and direction. Now, someone will say, okay, but still, when we write the displacement, we actually take it as meter, which is a symbol of length, correct? So displacement is actually a distance only, right? Where can we are not able to see the direction here. Where is the direction present in displacement? So I will again take you the previous screen and I will show you where we have missed the direction. See again this thing. The smallest distance between 2 points is called displacement. Now when I say smallest distance, it actually hiddenly showing the information of the direction. How? Suppose let's take an example of two places, Bangalore and Mumbai. So if I normally the distance between Bangalore and Mumbai is 100 kilometers, assume it. But one of your friends says, like, yeah, no, Bangalore and Mumbai has a shortest distance of 90 kilometer. So someone say, okay, now 90 kilometers is the shortest distance. So shortest distance will only occur in one particular direction. I will get it one more time. When I say I am going from Bangalore to Mumbai in the shortest way possible, which means the shortest way will only come in one direction. We cannot have shortest distance everywhere, right? So that's why the smallest distance is actually showing the direction. That's the reason we are taking it as a displacement. If you see the distance 90 kilometer between Bangalore and Mumbai, which is shortest distance, it will only occur in one particular direction. So now the shortest distance will only occur in any one direction. We can't have shortest distance everywhere, but distance is present everywhere. Distance can be in any direction. Now the question will arise, okay, if smallest distance shows the direction, so does the longest distance as well. So logically, no. When I say longest distance can have many directions. It doesn't show any direction. If I say Bangalore to Mumbai is 90 kilometers or 100 kilometers, well, someone else will say, no, why should I go directly from Bangalore to Mumbai? I can go from Bangalore to Delhi and come back to Mumbai. In that way, the displacement can be more than 500 kilometers. So longest distance differentiates or it differs from one person to other person. That's why longest distance cannot be taken into displacement as its direction is vague. Whereas smallest distance is the only distance which shows the exact direction. We'll go and discuss it further. So when I say displacement has a direction, It means it shows the information between the 2 points in one particular direction. Relation between distance and displacement also exists. As you can see in the given screen, relation between distance and displacement. Now, when I say displacement, the magnitude part of the displacement is called the distance. I'm saying it again. Magnitude, as you can see, D with an arrow which shows the direction, it's a displacement, and it shows the information of the D is the magnitude and AB is the direction. So this is called the magnitude. So magnitude of a displacement is called a distance. And AB is the direction. Now AB is the direction between the 2 points where the initial point is A and final point is B. If I divide these both LHS and RHS by time, which is constant, so it converts into speed and velocity. So velocity is for displacement, speed is for distance. Now someone will say, we still didn't get the concept of displacement. So I will tell you one more thing. Railways or roadways or highways or whatever thing in the India, they're always made in the shortest route. Shortest route is the only route in which railways used to build the bridges, railways used to build the tracks, highway authority will build the roads. So they always focus on the shortest distance which connects two places. So that in that this direction only they will build the road. Suppose whenever your car goes to the highway, suppose NH1, NH2, NH3, you can see in your right hand side one milestone will be there. So that milestone says like 40, Mumbai 43 kilometer, Delhi 28 kilometer. So what does that milestone says actually? It means if you go in this direction 28 kilometer more, you will reach Delhi or Mumbai or whatever place it's okay. So it's actually showing the direction. So that's why what we are going about, we are telling in day-to-day life is actually a displacement. When I say the distance between Ahmedabad to Vadodara is 120 kilometer by train, it's actually the displacement. Now, can displacement be equal to distance? Yes. Can displacement be greater than distance? No. Can displacement be negative or zero? Yes. Now we'll discuss on it more in a more concise manner. So displacement can be equal to distance if initial and final point doesn't coincide. In that condition only displacement can be equal to distance. As you can see, A and B are 2 points. Between the points A and B, the length is called a distance as well as displacement. Now when I coincide these 2 points A and B and merge it into a form of form of circle, as you can see a form of circle, now the total displacement remains zero. Why? Because the shortest distance between A and B is zero. That's the only relation, or that's the only definition we have studied in the first slide. So according to that definition, A and B minimum distance is zero, so that's why the displacement is zero. Now, someone will say then in that case distance is also zero? No. Distance can be from A to B. Distance can be 2 pi r, that is the perimeter of the circle. So that is the only reason that why displacement and distance have a boundary. Their definition nearly can be taken as same, but they are not equal. Definitely not equal and definitely not same. We'll go in the further slides and discuss what actually it means. When I say graphically, when I say speed and time, if I make a graph, the area between speed and time shows the distance. Similarly, if I take a graph with y-axis as velocity and x-axis as time, the area between velocity time graph shows the displacement. Though their speed is defined by meter per second, velocity is also defined by the unit meter per second with direction. Now, someone will say, okay, you have said like displacement or velocity, they are coming from coined from the same formula when we divide them with time. So how can velocity be negative or how can displacement be negative? So the answer is due to direction. When I say velocity is negative or displacement is negative, we are actually referring to the convention of positive and negative directions. If I taking the positive side of the direction, that is in the graph according to right hand side is positive, similarly in the left hand side it's negative. So according to that, velocity is positive and negative by the convention wise. In day to day life, where we can see negative velocity is when we apply a sudden brake in a car. So that initially, suppose a car is running in 30 kilometer per hour in a particular direction, and suddenly we apply a speed, apply the brake, and it reduced to 15 kilometer. So the change in velocity will be 15 minus 30, final minus initial. So 15 minus 30 is minus 15 meter per second. So velocity is negative in that case. Now someone will say, so why can't speed be taken as zero? Speed can't be taken as zero, or speed cannot be taken as negative. Speed can be zero, but it cannot be negative. So speed cannot be taken as negative because it doesn't have any directions. Once we doesn't have any directions, we doesn't have any convention symbols of positive and negative in graph or anywhere. That is the only reason why speed time graph can only be taken as in a positive manner. Whereas velocity time graph, as you can see here, we can even take velocity time graph in the negative axis. And that is only shows the negative velocity. So when we say negative velocity, it doesn't mean that the velocity is actually minus, but it's actually the final position or the final value is always less than the initial value. That is the only way. And conventional wise, we're always taking the right hand side as of the graph as positive, left hand side of the graph as negative. That's why when we draw the graph, according to it only we assign the positive and negative, and that's why velocity is showing as a negative. Similarly, why distance can't be zero? Same thing. Because positive and negative sign depends upon the direction conventions. And if direction itself is not there, then how can negative value exist for distance, unlike the displacement? Like if I say the displacement between A and B is suppose 30 kilometers. Now, what will be the displacement for B to A? It will be minus. It will be minus 30 kilometer because the direction is specified. If we take one end as positive or one direction as positive, anything which is coming opposite in the opposite direction is automatically a negative. So that is the physical way or the physical concept of defining the symbols for positive and negative directions. That will only exist only for vector, example velocity and displacement or acceleration due to gravity or whatever. Now, one, I don't want to bring this thing, but just for an example, like suppose acceleration due to gravity, which is a g, it is also a vector quantity. When someone says, where is this direction? I definitely say it is pointing towards the center of the earth. Someone say that acceleration due to gravity or the g always goes downwards, which is not actually. It always point to the center of the earth. So everything in our day-to-day life which we are experiencing has directions or directionless. That depends on our scenario, our perspective, how we actually see it. Just like as I told initially, many times we see distance as displacement and displacement as distance. But a person who knows the concept of distance and displacement will definitely know how to segregate this confusion. Hope you like this video. Thank you.